Yeah, so
They refused to give us a permit to clean this up.
so look. Oh my god, satu, dua. Oh my god.
Even the plastic went
Oh
home.
my, it's everywhere. Look at that, this came up. Jeez, I mean, that looks like a lot, but it's actually nothing because the doors were crossed. Today, we're coming to check Tanjung Burung to see what happened to the 50,000 tons of trash that's polluting the world's oceans that we weren't allowed to clean up. And you won't believe what we find. Instead of cleaning it, they've buried it and tried to hide it. Nah guys, hari ini kita datang di Tanjung Burung lagi. Coba lihat, area buat recycling kan. Area di sini ada berapa banyak sampah, like mungkin 50,000 tons, 50,000 tons trash. When we look, we're gonna go to this area. Kita akan pergi area di sana, tapi dari sini itu lihat sama seperti the tide is too in, it's terlalu tinggi. Maybe we're gonna see it, maybe we're not. But this is the one from my last video when the sampah, like as far as the eye can see. But we're gonna try anyway and have a look. You can see even here, like everything. Look, all the walls, like all the walls are built from trash. You know, as far as you can see is built from trash. Buat dari sampah di mana-mana. Tapi ada di sini, wow, you cannot believe it, but yeah, I'm worried that the tide is too high and you're not going to see it, but we try it anyway. Incredible. So look, you remember last time, lain kali kemarin kita datang di sini. Nah, the tide is too high. Biasanya tide like lebih jauh banget dan semua sampah di mana-mana. Tapi masih bisa lihat. Oh, sorry, masih bisa lihat di sini. Coba lihat ini guys. Nah, when you see this, ketika kamu lihat ini, kamu pikir, oh ini like disastrous, but sadly, kasihan, this is kosong. This is nothing in comparison when the tide is actually out. Look, you can see semua sampah, and this is actually good. Honestly, this is in good condition compared to the last time from all in the sea. Oh my god. Okay, so it's actually buried. When you look here now, yeah, Anda pikiran, orang udah bawa semua, udah bersihan semua, tapi tidak, cuman cover aja, cuman they just bury it, you know. So actually, if you scrape away the surface, you're gonna see 50,000 tons of trash. It looks clean. Because you can tell, as Kieran said, you can tell by the height, you know, the height hasn't changed. If they had moved all of the trash before, the height's gonna be, you know, 3 meters difference, but the height is the same. If you scrape away the surface, kalau bersihan di surface aja, sampah masih di sini, di mana-mana. They just cover it, you know, with the sand. But we can get the machine in, but you need the machine, you know, you cannot do it pakai tangan aja. But this is the project that Kieran and I are gonna run to turn all the sampah that you see here and many places around Indonesia, the mountains, the gunung, blah blah blah, sungai, into sepatu olahraga. And some of the profit from the sepatu olahraga is going to go back into the recycling. Like I said, we're going to give, so when we make sepatu olahraga dari sampah kayak gini, we're gonna, if you guys want to buy a new pair of shoes, mau beli sepatu baru, kita dan kamu bawa sepatu udah tua, kita akan kasih kamu discount buat sepatu baru. Lalu kemudian from the old shoes that you bring in, we're gonna clean them up and give to the homeless for free, gratis. and then some of the profit from the sepatu olahraga baru juga we're gonna use to rescue the sea turtles that get caught in the old fishing net. But the good news is we can actually recycle 100% of this. 100% semua, tidak masalah. But it's just trying to get permission, you know, to actually get the machines and get the stuff into the clean. But yeah, let's take a look.
It all can be recycled, there's no doubt about it.
Okay.
Oh, I can. Like the likes of the bottle here, there's PET, you can make your clothing, you can make whatever.
Okay.
Here also in our area, it's
Right.
plastic bottle we collect. Like
Of
course,
lots
of
people
course.
that collect.
Of course, and it's easy to recycle. It's easy to
Yeah.
recycle the plastic bottles. But the big thing, like, you know, there the program is to stop this happening. Like, you know, stopping the shoes, like with a circular, you know, economy there with it. Like, you know, that instead of them being dumped out like and ended back in the ocean,
Yeah.
to have a recycling and constantly, you know, reuse
use them. Yeah.
Like, you know, that's otherwise, like when you walk along the beach, you see it. Like the height of the
This is the mold gun. This is the mold for
the mold of the shoes. Yeah. These are coming from shoe factories. It's you see all the big name factories here. They have their stuff all over the beach here.
Yeah. So that's what happened last time. If you guys are some of the people who came to do the bersihan pantai kan, the last time when we had the event last year, acaranya last year, Tahun lalu, we were supposed to come to this beach, but then after my first video, they stopped us coming to this beach, and we had to go to the other beach, which still had sampah, but it's not the same, you know. And then they were talking about, because the shrimp farmers, they didn't want to come in and take all the trash because that's their protective wall basically. And then now you can see they've extended the area for the shrimp farming, and then all they did, instead of bringing machines in to pick up all the trash, they just brought machines in to dump, to bury with more mud and more sand. So all the trash is still here, you just can't see it because they just buried it, thinking that it's just gonna magically disappear, you know, but of course it's not. It's just gonna, the problem's just gonna be bigger in another year, sadly. Aye.
I mean, there's no entrance.
The sand, if you come back next year, the sand's gonna all be gone. You know, if we come back in a year's time, the sand's gonna be pulled back in and the trash is all gonna be here. Like, look at the microplastics. Look, the microplastic dari air laut.
That's the problem. You eat your seafood, you're eating this.
Yeah.
People wonder why people are getting sick.
Ya, ketika kamu makan udang, lobster gitu, crab, ya, kamu makan ini juga, kita makan ini juga. Jeez, yeah, so
They refuse to give us a permit to clean this up.
look. Oh my god, satu, dua. Oh my god.
The plastic bag.
Oh my, it's everywhere. So, look, it's everywhere. Tidak yang sama. Oh my god. So, look. Look at that, look. Instead, look, there's literally millions. So instead, look, sorry. Instead of letting us have like a permit to clean it up, we don't know who, we can't say who, I really have no idea who, but basically after my last video, someone is just came and filled millions upon millions. I can feel it on my feet, barefoot shoes gun, like you can feel ini di mana-mana, literally millions of these little sandbags. They're plastic, look, they're already decaying, so they're already putting more plastic into the sea, and instead of just letting us clean it up, they just buried it using millions and millions of these. So they buried the plastic in plastic, if you know what I mean.
The other side you there to the left, is it a big sandbag there?
Yeah. Ada yang gede juga. But everywhere is all the. See, I can feel it on my feet. Rasanya bisa rasanya. Look, satu. Nah, lagi. It's everywhere. It's just plastic bags full of
Cover the track.
full of sand everywhere.
Look here behind me, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, millions. Look, everywhere.
In the back side, look, it's high mark in the center.
Tahun juga, tapi udah merusak. Di mana-mana ada beberapa juta ini. Di mana-mana.
So I see the detergent is
So it actually would have been, you know, a million times easier to just let us get the permit, and then we could have fixed this whole thing. Sadly, yeah. That's alright. What are you going to do with it?
It all has to be dug up.
Yeah. And you really need a machine. Pertama kali kita datang di sini, saya pikiran, oh ini impossible sama orang aja kan, pakai tangan. Impossible. Harus pakai mesin. Tapi sekarang harus pakai beberapa banyak mesin karena ada lagi. I wish the camera was waterproof so I can show you underneath. You can just feel the bags everywhere. There's no sand, it's just bags everywhere. Look.
You're not even walking.
Look. Right. Everywhere. Mana? Everywhere. 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 Yeah, it's just tons and tons of tons. Instead of cleaning, just hiding aja. Just cover it, you know, as if it's gonna disappear later. But it's a shame because, yeah, it's not gonna disappear. So that's it. Pretty much the prawn farmers said, no, jangan bersihan karena kita pakai ini for the wall, kan, buat wall dari sampah. And then they said, well, maybe we just cover it with sand, which we thought we were joking, but obviously we came back and it is all covered with sand and sandbags. So they just, to weigh it down, they just put sand inside the plastic bag and buried it. So in a year's time, that plastic bag's already going to be gone. It's just going to be more trash in the ocean. It would have been much easier just to clean it. So now guys, this is the sampah that you can see. Ini sampah, kamu bisa lihat. Sekarang kita pergi di sana, and we're gonna pull up dari fishing net sampah dari bawah, the one that you cannot see dalam air. Ayo. Nah, sekarang guys, kita akan pergi di area di sana. We're gonna put the net into the water and pull it back up and show you what we get just from, like, you know, langsung putting the net in and pulling it back out, the amount of trash that we get. The poor boat driver didn't want to bring us here today. You could tell me, he kept saying, hey, go this way, go this way. He was like, trying to divert us, you know. And he's telling us, oh, there's no more sampah, like it's already gone, but it's not gone. They just buried it, you know, which is a shame. So I can understand where he's coming from. You know, this is how the people make money here. They think that if you clean this, you're going to come in and destroy the shrimp farms, which is not true. It's not going to happen. They just clean it and they will replace the walls with, you know, better stuff. But it's hard to say that, you know. But let's go now and we'll check the nuts. Tarik ya, kita bisa tarik like 5 sampai 10 menit aja. Ada bisa ya? Oke, salah. Kita coba ya. Okay, Pak. Yeah, we're gonna try. The net got caught there, so we're gonna try and go back this way in an area where we can drag it just for 5-10 minutes and see how much we get. My friend Kieran says that we can get maybe 200 or 300 kilos just by dragging it for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, that's fun. Nah, we've been pulling this for about, kita tarik buat mungkin 10 menit. Kita akan cariin kita ada apa, ikan, beberapa banyak sampah gitu. Sekarang begini ya. These panels that you can see were crossed, so the net wasn't open when we were dragging, so we're going to have to do it again to make sure that they open so we can gather it. But look at the amount of plastic that's just come out on that net. Jesus, that is unbelievable. But I mean, it'll be a lot more soon when we do it properly. Look at that that's came up. Jeez, I mean, that looks like a lot, but it's actually nothing because the doors were crossed. The panels were crossed, so the net wasn't even open when we just dragged it. We're gonna have to do it again and drag it with the doors open. But even with the doors closed, look at what it's pulled up, and there's not even a fish in there. I don't even think there is a single fish in there. All of it is just sampah. Every bit of it. Semua sampah. And it's a great shame because the Indonesian government are trying really hard to recycle and make everything better, and then the message just isn't getting out, you know, to everyone, including myself and the families. And it goes from personal, it goes to small shops, large shops, it goes to, you know, conglomerates, it goes to shopping malls, factories, hotels. Some of the top hotel brands, I mean, it's not just the odd one flip-flop we've found here, one sandal. We've found heaps of stuff here from top hotels in Jakarta as well. We've found fishing box containers from Norway, dari negara Norway. Ada boxnya buat ikan. And yeah, dari mana-mana. Kasihan semua. Nah, jadi teman-teman, kita sudah selesai di sini. Sekarang kita ada banyak hal kita harus melakukan buat factory, buat sepatu dari recycled stuff. Then we need to kita harus ngomong-ngomong sama fishermen. Kita akan menyelamatkan kura-kura dari air laut, dari uang, dari sepatu kita. Dan juga kita akan tolong orang homeless kan, yang orang tidak ada rumah, tidak ada sepatu, kita akan kasih gratis juga dari itu. Nah, ini teman saya, dia ada company Rio. Rio maksudnya restoring integrity to the ocean gitu. The government is trying very hard to recycle everything, but you know, it's just the word is not getting out there to shopping malls, shops, hotels, restaurants. You know, we really need the help because the people who are suffering mostly are the people who rely on this area for fishing and making money. You know, the villagers from this area. We even saw the couple earlier. In the video you just watched, you would have seen the couple had the big plastic box. Kita pikir dia cuma ada plastic box, tapi gak usah, dia benar-benar coba bersihan sendiri pakai kapal kecil. Kasihan banget sama itu. Jangan lupa like, subscribe, comment, dan bagi-bagi dong channelnya. Boleh bolang.